Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Palantir, ZOM and Tilray. On this channel I talk about stocks and cryptocurrencies. If any of those interest you, please do well smash the subscribe button first and then the like button next. Alright, let's jump right in. So first up we're going to talk about is Palantir, PLTR. What's interesting about this stock? So this stock is primarily momentum stock right now. It's in very many different circles, so you have to be aware of that when you're playing this stock. It has a very bright future, dealing with data governance and the likes, and in fact they could pretty much end up in any sector. Any company could adopt them, even the government. Okay, who knows, maybe if the government is finding a way to control cryptocurrencies, they have the solution to data. They didn't know what to do with data. They have software to solve a lot of different problems. Now, I got into this stock on April 9th because on April 8th it broke out of a downward trend, and technically it looked very good. It just looked like it was something that would pop for a few days. So I got several options, and I was hoping for it to pop. So it started popping, and then I was ready to cash out, and then there's a lot of news coming, and I learned about the double click event, and which is happening today, 14th. So it's gonna happen 11 a.m. today. So it's possible that this stock can actually pick up some steam in the morning before the event. So those of you who are very new, this was gonna happen. No matter how good the event is, there's probably going to be a little bit of a sell-off before the event, and after the event, if the live was great and everybody loved it, it might actually go to the moon or not. So just be aware of that. Like for example, if you are in my situation and you got some calls several days ago and you are up about 80% on your calls, take profits. If you're gonna sell half of those, and it might also be a good time to start getting some permanent positions if you really like the company before it takes off. So there's that. Next stock we talk about is ZOM, ZOM. I've made several videos about this stock, and this stock, oh man, it hasn't been the most exciting stock, by the way, but so I believe ZOM needs to update shareholders a little bit more often, and also, with ZOM, there are a lot of rookie investors involved. It was below $1. It was actually a penny stock a few months ago, and today, at some point yesterday, it went down below $1 and it closed at exactly $1. So it looks like it's one of the cheapest stocks. So most new people come on and on Robinhood, Webull, they buy it, but it's actually not that cheap. In fact, the market capital not too long ago was about $2.5 billion. Now it's just below $1 billion, and but this is an established company that has been around for a while, and they have so many things in the pipeline. They just need to communicate and be a little bit more active. But personally, I think ZOM falling below $1 is great, because some people have been waiting for an entry point. If you've been on the fence, you are on top now. If you jump in now, in fact, you're doing better than anybody who jumped in 2 months ago, a month ago. So I believe it's looking like a good entry point for quick bounce, and but if it's not able to hold the $1 line, it might drop down to 87 cents thereabout. That's where the next support is. So you can wait patiently and catch it there. That is if it drops. But I believe even if it's going to eventually end up on a downward trend, this is gonna get a quick bounce, because when it drops below $1, it triggers a lot of buys. It's just a psychological thing. So there's that with ZOM. With the long term, I'm still bullish on ZOM. All right. So next, let's talk about Tilray, TLRY. So Tilray took a big nosedive on Monday, I think. Yeah, because Afria took a nosedive, and Tilray and Afria are going to merge. Afria reported their quarter 1 financials, and it wasn't good. Okay, the financials were not good. So just because of that, with sympathy, Tilray also took a nosedive. And then, of course, I saw that as an opportunity to jump in for a quick bounce. And the reason for that is that most of the time, the nosedive is exaggerated. Okay, if the financials are not good, people are jumping out because there are people who just came in for a quick bounce. They were hoping the financials would be positive and then they would go. There are people whose stop losses are being triggered. Once it goes below $7, $10, it starts getting triggered. So it went all the way down to like 15%. Okay. Then I meant people's stop losses are getting triggered once it gets below -7%, -10, -15%. Stop losses get triggered, and this just keeps it going down, and actually devalues the stock a lot more than it should be. So when you jump in, the next few days there's going to be a little bit of a bounce back up. But then again, Tilray is a long-term hold. This merger is going to make it the largest company in the MJ sector. It's actually Afria taking over Tilray, but keeping the Tilray name. How do I know this? Because 7 out of the 9 executives who are going to take over the new company are from Afria, and the CEO is going to be the CEO of Afria or Afria, whatever. So here's what's going to happen. If you have 1 share of Afria, you end up getting 0.8381 shares of Tilray. Okay, and there are so many Afria shares out there that at the end of the day, Afria shareholders are going to own 62.1% of Tilray. Okay, so it's pretty much a takeover, but it's really going to help the company. It's going to make it the largest company out there, and dealing with in the MJ sector, and that gives it a lot of monopoly in when it comes to certain contracts and stuff. So there's that. Thank you for watching. I tried to keep this video within 3 minutes, but I think I failed. I'm not timing myself. Well, if you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and like the video, and subscribe, and be good. Peace.